Players played it. It might have been too many players on the ice. A call they were called for in the first period of Friday's matchup.
90 seconds to go on the power play. Pitlick leaves for Nelson. Middlestat on the point. Brodzinski shooting, scores! Leaks through Brodzinski, power play goal!
Well, there's shots that are quick, and then there are shots that have a heaviness to them, and that's exactly how Bryce Brodzinski has scored throughout not just his college, but even dating back to high school. A guy could absolutely zip it. That's what Augustine was trying to battle. Hits the pad, but still finds a way through net front presence, something Coach Motzko wanted in the pregame discussion, and they answer on the power play. You talked about 1 for 5 in game number 1. All-important lead in a first period so far that really hasn't been going their favor. The Spartans
in the third. Adam Nightingale had him for 2 months at the U.S. National Team Development Program. Said he's always been poised. But the big thing this year that he's seen him improve in just a few months is the rebound control. He's gotten a lot better for the freshman.
When he's not a big guy either, only 6'1" by goaltending standards. That is not very big. See someone now 6'5", 6'6".
Wonder in front, they score! Michigan State Red Savage equalizes.
Well, Red Savage will be posted up right in the slot. The Spartans are going to win some puck battles and races down along the goal line here. As you see this transition, Larson is going to pick the pocket of the defender, and that's easy pickings right there. A great play by Joey Larson to set up Red Savage to knot this up at 1. A huge goal for the Spartans to get momentum back as they inch closer to and thud to it when it hits. See, a new addition to Bryce Brodzinski's gear is that net guard.
Fair to say there's more of like a heaviness to Brodzinski's shot?
Absolutely. Jimmy's just comes off quick.
Watch out, Gucciardi, partial breakaway, in, shoots, scores! David Gucciardi. That's why Michigan State leads the nation in shorthanded goals. They do it again.
What a highlight reel goal by Gucciardi. Looks like he's scoring his 10th, not his first of the years. He's able to find this one in the neutral zone. The patience to go back to his left as close was sliding with him. Unbelievable. This is a defenseman, ladies and gentlemen. Great dexterity to net himself his first of the season. Unbelievable. The rate.
So 4-on-4. Russell entangled there with Chesley. Baskel's shot grazes Justin close, and Minnesota will clear it.
For Spartan fans tuning in, thinking about historically, Marriott Arena, one of the largest buildings at an Olympic-size sheet, 200 by 100. In this offseason, Minnesota reduced the width of their rink, so not quite as much room to flee your checker as there was last season.
Lamb right in front. Minnesota to tap in Chesley, and they tie it.
I was thinking Ryan Chesley was going to need to be a factor in this game for a different reason. One of the most tenacious defenders for the Gopher. He's going to slither down to the back door here and receive a pass right on the money. You'll see him just scooching down. Player tries to react, but too late. What a distribution there as Chesley gets his second of the season. Brody Lamb's heads up. He's waiting, trying to find a space, and he nutmegs the defender there with a great pass through his change for himself. All 3 penalty killers fresh on the ice for Coach Nightingale.
Middlestat, Minnesota still in the midst of this 4-on-3 power play.
Well, what right-hander would you love on the power play but the right-hand shot of Jimmy Snuggerud?
More one-timer, August closing them down. Jackson Nelson.
Gosh, It's not off.
Right in front, Brodzinski, he's got his second. Minnesota leads.
Well, the aggressive nature of the Spartan penalty kill is actually what's going to create space for Brodzinski on this one. I want you in particular to watch the defenders go all the way into the corner. Once you're in the corner, you're a long way from that. Tough to get back to help protect the house. The slot area, Brodzinski patiently waits there. And what-handed is he, Dan? Well, he's right-handed. He doesn't miss from there as he tucks that one up under Augustine. Tough for the freshman goaltender to go post to post.
The burst, does he have that burst of speed? Here's Minnesota bursting into the zone. Pitlick, the low shot, patted aside by Augustine. Howard flings it in front. Quick shot! Michigan State scores! Patrick Geary with the late period equalizer.
Well, last period, 2 minutes and change. The Spartans score. This period, they do as well. 3-on-2 break. Geary collects that puck, finds space on the far side. The freshman using speed. You said burst. Well, that was a burst right there. Right down Main Street. The close was unable to solve. Frustrating for the Gophers for having, a lead that you could have potentially brought.
Championship game appearance. That will get you high expectations.
We're just talking about the players that are no longer with these two teams. It's difficult.
Minnesota defenseman Chesley's lost his stick. He's able to pick it up just in the nick of time. Here's Kurth with a burst of speed. Kurth is in, shoots, scores! Kurth and Minnesota reclaim the lead.
Well, Coach Motzko wanted scoring by committee up and down his lineup. Connor Kurth opened the scoring in Friday's game. He gets another one here. Using that speed, was in a position where he knew he had a lane to the net there. Wow. Augustine thought he had that puck. Watch as he's going to slide and go 5-hole underneath the star freshman's pads. Great point of vision, Augustine. How about the kid? Unbelievable weekend he's had. 2 weekends in a row that have just been, extraterrestrial.
Rinzel, Brodzinski, Rinzel scores through traffic. Another power play goal does the trick.
Coach Motzko wanted traffic in front. Rinzel's going to stutter for a second when he gets this puck back. Lets it go. I think it was the outstretched stick of Rhett Pitlick as we see this puck come in. He bats that down. As soon as that puck went in the net, Dan, I was looking to see if the players were going to rush in to get it. It would have been Rinzel's first goal. They didn't do so, which made me believe it was one of the players providing a net front presence. The other, as you talked about, the big body lumbering Jackson Nelson, cascading a shadow. The refs, I think, though, are going to look at a potential high stick. You see the stick?
His nickname's got to be Fred Savage, but I get you now. Talking about Red Savage from Michigan State. He's had quite an evening. Shoveled in by Nienhuis. There's Savage in behind the goal. Larson entangled with Oliver Moore along the far boards. Nienhuis from the point. That's off of Pitlick and wide.
Good effort. He was slightly off his angle there, hustled.
Michigan State finds the goal. Nash Nienhuis. His career year just continues. He's got his 6th of the season.
All of a sudden, things are awfully quiet here in the rink. We talked about Pitlick coming out, doing his best to keep that at bay, and right there, things open up. A high cycle for the Spartans, and traffic again in front. Savage, the forward.
Goes Augustine to the bench for the extra attacker. 30 seconds to go in regulation. O'Connell, 20 seconds. Right in front, quick shot, they score! Michigan State ties it. Joey Larson with 18.1 seconds to go.
What a weekend for Joey Larson. Just so impactful. We talked about this is the line that has really been successful down below the goal line, grinding things out. O'Connell distributes high slot area just above the fray is Joey Larson. That's how he's
3 seconds. This will end quietly in regulation, but more hockey on the way.
Wow. I mean, think about this. As that is going to be an entertaining 3-on-3 session.
Remember earlier in this game, we were talking about being a low-scoring game. Here we are, 5-5 in overtime.
I mean, it just sounds funny to talk about the goalies and how well they played in a 5-5 game, but there's been so many breakdowns in front of them.
Daniel. Jimmy Clark attacking on his backhand, peels away. Rinzel on the point.
They got to get Nienhuis off. He needs a stick.
Rinzel, Minnesota, see if they can exploit it in front. Jimmy Clark scores! Good night, Michigan State!